Throughout history, religion has been a powerful force shaping societies, cultures, and individual belief systems. Yet a startling statistic emerges when examining the winners of one of the world's most prestigious accolades, the Nobel Peace Prize. A staggering 90% of past laureates were atheists or non-religious. This controversial revelation challenges the age-old assumption that morality, empathy, and efforts toward global peace are inherently tied to religious faith. What does this mean? Is it possible that the most profound peacemakers and intellectual minds of our time found their moral compass without reliance on divine commandments? As the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood, led by Grand Master WaXhira, often teaches, true wisdom comes not from blind belief, but from deep understanding and experience. Why are atheists leading the charge for peace? One might wonder, why does the list of Nobel Peace Prize winners disproportionately include atheists? While religion is often credited with fostering community and moral behavior, atheism's rise among intellectuals and humanitarians may tell us something deeper. Atheists, by their nature, tend to question the status quo and challenge dogma, whether it's societal, political, or religious. Grand Master WaXhira teaches that the smarter and more exposed to life one is, the less likely they are to blindly believe in religion. This does not mean atheists lack morality. On the contrary, it may indicate that they derive their sense of right and wrong from reason, empathy, and an inherent understanding of human suffering, rather than fear of divine punishment. Religion often divides humanity into us versus them through rigid ideologies. In contrast, many Nobel Peace Prize winners have worked tirelessly to promote unity, equality, and the greater good, untethered by religious doctrine. Their moral compass is universal, not sectarian, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all people. 5 notable Nobel Peace Prize winners who were atheists. Albert Schweitzer. While Schweitzer's early life involved Christianity, as he delved into philosophy, he rejected traditional religious doctrines and focused on reverence for life. His work in Africa as a medical missionary was driven not by religious zeal, but by compassion for humanity. Bertrand Russell. Though awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his humanitarian writings, Russell was a staunch atheist and pacifist. He opposed war and advocated for nuclear disarmament, leading movements for peace without the influence of any religious ideology. Linus Pauling, a 2-time Nobel laureate, was vocal about his atheistic worldview. His campaign against nuclear testing and his humanitarian work reflected a profound commitment to humanity, rooted in science and ethics rather than religion. Andrei Sakharov, a Soviet physicist and dissident, worked toward nuclear disarmament and human rights. An atheist in a heavily secular Soviet regime, he championed freedom and equality with no allegiance to religion. Joseph Rutblett, one of the founders of the Pugwash Conferences on Science and World Affairs, left the Manhattan Project due to ethical concerns. A humanist and non-believer, his work exemplified the intersection of science, ethics, and peace. What this tells us about religion and peace. The undeniable truth is that many of the greatest contributors to peace and humanity were driven not by religious faith, but by a universal moral code, reason, and compassion. Grand Master WaXhira's teachings remind us that true enlightenment comes from within, not from blind adherence to external doctrines. Religion, when misunderstood or misused, often breeds division, fear, and exclusivity. On the other hand, atheists and secular thinkers may be more inclined to question harmful systems and seek solutions rooted in evidence, reason, and empathy. The call for unity beyond belief. This revelation should not be seen as a critique of religion itself, but as a wake-up call for humanity to rise above labels, whether atheist, religious, or spiritual. The ultimate goal should be the betterment of society and the advancement of peace. As WaXhira teaches, the kingdom of God is within you. Seek truth, not validation.